Hello everybody, welcome. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, Kim. Hi, Karen. Nice to see you. Welcome all. This is Natalie, spiritual life coach, Reiki master teacher, intuitive, ancestral clearing practitioner, joining you in the morning from Bali. So I was just sending Reiki into our session. So wherever and whenever you're seeing this, wherever and whenever you're joining, if you have to leave early or something, you will still receive, if you choose, if it's your intention, you'll receive the benefits of the Reiki regardless of when you're here. So as I was opening and channeling the Reiki, as you all know, I was yawning. That happens a lot, so I still feel that wanting to come through. So if you feel like yawning when you see me yawning, follow that. It's yawning is such a wonderful energy. It's relaxing, it's expanding. Ginger loves it. Hi, Ginger. Hi, Maureen. EJ, Debbie, hello. Susan, thank you. Nice to see you. Hi, Melanie. Welcome. So, hi, Lavender. Kay, Rochelle. We are going to jump on in because I have a limited time today. I've got a busy day, busy morning, and that's great. So yeah, we're going to jump right in. Hi, Kate. Welcome. So if you are new to me, please give me a follow here on Insight Timer. If you care to give a donation through the app, it's always appreciated. Money is a flow of energy. Giving and receiving is part of that flow. I just did a workshop here on releasing powerful money blocks. You can see that elsewhere on my other platforms. So please follow me everywhere. And we haven't done this this sort of a live in a while, so this will be fun. And yes, if you did miss the money blocks one, as I said, you can reach out to me. Actually, I may put it on my link here on Insight Timer. So if you go to my teacher profile here in the app, at the About Me part, there's a link where you can find me everywhere. So give me a follow wherever you already are there. And also, I will put the specific money block workshop there. Because, yeah, it's powerful. I created an opportunity. I mean, it came to me. I didn't look for it, but I created it. Where I'm going to be hosting for the very first time a live seminar on Zoom. I don't know how many people are going to be there. I would, many. Where I'm going to be teaching what I taught in the money workshop, the three ways to release your money blocks that I'm doing. And yeah, it's going to be cool because it's being hosted through this organization in Africa, in Nigeria. So it's going to be at 11 a.m. West African time this Saturday. This connection I made in a Tony Robbins group like 3 years ago. This amazing guy, he's like in it. He's 23 or 24. He's got this foundation. He's helping all these people. So yeah, he saw I had a reel up, like a short, a clip from the money workshop. He saw it and he's like, I want you to talk about that. So anyway, that's how abundance and miracles and opportunities and possibilities and things can unfold out of the blue. So, hi Marie, it's been a while. Glad to see you. Hi Michelle. So as I said, we're going to jump on in and welcome however you're joining me. I'm just going to check my other streaming thing. It looks like it's doing okay, so we'll just trust that. Maureen, no worries, no need to ever apologize for anything. Trust that you will receive exactly what is needed and when. And also, as I said, the Reiki is outside of time, so you will receive. And as far as the ancestral clearing, if you choose to receive that, you'll receive what's perfect for you. So all right. So yes, I'm a spiritual life coach, Reiki master teacher, intuitive writer, person in addiction recovery, and ancestral clearing practitioner. So we're going to be doing ancestral clearing now. So I know many of you have received this before, and I do it always in a modified, general way in my my Saturday Night Lives here, which please join for those. And today we're going to do a deeper process. So this is what I do with my individual sessions. Of course, it's still modified because we're in a group, but basically we're going to do a back and forth process with the ancestral clearing. Very briefly, no worries, Kate. Ancestral clearing, this specific process is from my teacher, John Newton, who's been doing this for 30 years, has had miracles happen as a result. It's amazing. Check that out if that's interesting to you. So this work, it just found me. It just totally just found me. I didn't look for it. It was very random. And when I found this ancestral clearing, it basically changed the way that I do my Reiki healing sessions from then on. It's an incorporation of both modalities. So, why ancestral clearing? What is it? What are the benefits? How can it help you right now? That's really all we care about, right? Sure, it's nice to know the details, information, and the results other people have had, and also the question we all want to know about things that are here to help us is, can this help me? Will this make a difference? I am having a problem I want help with. So the answer is yes, because it can help with anything and everything. So what I want you to do, if you choose to participate in this, and again, it's your intention. Nothing is ever put upon you or forced upon you or anything like that. So if you feel led to participate, then come along for the journey. So you want to think of something that's top of mind for you. Wow, if this problem could be solved, that would make such a difference in my life. Still having a morning voice thing happening here, which is fine. It's clearing out as we speak. Think of something pressing. Thank you, Kate, for the donation. Thank you, thank you. Something that you can handle looking at, okay? And you discern that. If there's any hesitation, then the answer is no, and that's okay. Pick something else. There's no wrongness. Just go with what, feels most pressing and that you can handle looking at. So whatever this problem is, it could be anything. And really everything's in 4 categories: physical, a health problem, money, financial or career, relationships, family, romantic, and then spiritual, self, existential, how you feel in your own self and that sort of a thing. So it's going to fall in one of those. So yeah, just pick the first thing and go with it. You don't want to get into the problem. You want to just kind of get a sense of it in your mind. And you want to pick something that you can handle looking at, that there is a charge to. You don't want to pick something like, oh, I'm still pissed at the driver earlier that drove crazy in traffic. You want to pick something that has a charge, and you want to rate this on a scale right now of 1 to 10. What's the level of intensity of how much this thing bothers you right now in this moment? Okay. If you had, a fight last week and you're over it now or something, or if you had a health thing last week and it's pretty much resolved, or it's not that big for you right now, then don't do that right now in this moment, especially if there's something physical going on, not about yesterday it was so bad, right now. And if it is physical, it doesn't mean, say you have back pain. It doesn't mean the back pain necessarily needs to be totally flared up right now, because there's the pain and then there's the suffering on top of the pain and the issue, right? So if it is something physical that's been going on a long time, and say you have a back pain going on, it might bring up memories of all the tests and the surgeries and the hopelessness and the fear, right? So it might be that, aside from the actual thing. And that could be, those dynamics could be at play with anything, and also with physical stuff. So however you're interfacing with this issue right now that you're going to pick to do the clearing on, you just want to bring it to mind. Don't get all bogged down in the story, but bring it to mind enough to where you can feel it in your body, you feel a charge, and then you want to rate that on a scale of 1 to 10. How much is this bothering me right now in this moment? And you want to pick something, that's, I would say, higher than a 6 to a 10. If there's something that's like a 4, it's like, well, yeah, sure, we can do clearing on that. But I know there's something in your life that holds more of a charge you could pick if you can handle seeing and working with that. So everybody have something. So you want to bring it to mind just briefly, and you might even have it be a sentence. And I'll just go with the back pain because that's what came up. My back pain, the back pain, and just all the history of it and the stories of it, and also the pain of it right now. So you don't even have to do that consciously, but just giving you an example, bring it to mind enough to where then you can feel a response in the body. either emotional, or you can feel into your body and feel, where do you feel sensations right now in this moment? Because the body is a blueprint, and this, when we do this ancestral clearing work, the body is going to give clues and information about what's ready to be healed. This can be you in this lifetime, anytime in this lifetime. It could be you in a prior life or another incarnation, if you believe that. Or it could be anyone in the ancestral lineage. So the healing will occur on all these levels. So does anyone have any questions on that specifically? Hi, Yvonne. Does everybody have something? Does everybody has everybody given it a rating? And you don't have to share if you don't want. Okay, so we're going to start here with this first round. I'm just going to do a general round of ancestral clearing silently. And if you do want to share, as Ginger just did, and thank you for your honesty, and I understand why you're saying that based on our communications. Hi, Samantha, Melanie. Great. So this is a great place to start, which is the issue. And I love that you're like bringing it down into, like, my teacher calls it a thumbnail. You want to thumbnail the issue, because the mind wants to, it loves to dig into the juicy problem and the details, and let me tell you the story of all the stuff. That's not helpful, because you know that part. So you want to get a thumbnail of it, which I love. That's what I'm seeing in the comments. You want to thumbnail it. My internet might be doing a thing, so we can just be with that. And give it a rating. And then coming out of the story and concepts about it into a direct experience right now, as Ginger modeled in the comments. Emptiness in the solar plexus. So a few of you, you can hone it down more. And it's okay, like, if it's your first time doing this, in one-on-one, of course, I can give more guidance, but we're generally here. And I'm just kind of walking us into this process, and then we'll do, like, Melanie, back pain and fatigue. Okay. Tension, Samantha, that's a great word to describe, because we have concepts. Pain is a concept. Anxiety, even labeling emotions, like, those are concepts. Emotions are sensations. So we want to come into the sensations, because that's neutral. I mean, it's closer to neutral. Tension, block, empty, void. Yvonne, a 10. Okay. So maybe you came in a bit late. It's like picking the most pressing thing that you can handle looking at. That if you had if this one thing, if you had some relief from that, oh my God, that'd be amazing. Because we don't want to get into overwhelm about all the things. We want to focus on one. So that's great, you brought that in. And it's natural, the mind does that. So mental health, is a broad concept. And if we were one-on-one, then I would be able to kind of guide you more into a specific about it. But here in this space, we won't do that. But just, okay, mental health. Then coming into the body and feeling where in the body do you feel, like, how do you know that gives you stress or tension? There's something that happens in the body that helps you to know there's a response there. So so just do your best. So I want you to close your eyes. And come into the body. And like coming directly into the body, the one issue that and just trust the process, trust whatever it is, that you're thinking of is the perfect thing for you right now. Feel into the body. Where do you feel the biggest sensations in the body right now in this moment when you consider that issue? Where do you feel stress or tension in the body around that issue when you think about it? And I just want you to breathe normally into those sensations. And this is where you use your mindfulness and meditation tools. Staying out of thoughts to the best of your ability, just being directly with sensations. I'm going to be quiet for a moment or a few moments while I do the first round of ancestral clearing silently. And actually, I'm going to do my opening out loud because it'll help you all ground into the space. And it's a beautiful it's the beginning of the prayer I always use. The master prayer, which you can find on my teacher profile and you can listen to as well. Infinite Creator, source of all that is, we love you. Thank you for loving us. We humbly ask that you open, bless, expand, lead, guide, and direct us into your perfect light, love, and life. And always, completely, now and forever, please and thank you. For everyone in this group, all of their family members, all of their relationships, all of their ancestors, and all of their relationships through all relevant time, space, and dimension. Now I'll start the clearing silently. So feeling back into the sensations of the body, and that the area that your mind brought you to in the physical body. Noticing, are the sensations bigger, smaller, or different? You can give a number rating now on a scale of 0 to 10. The sensations might become bigger, they might become smaller, they might become different. They will not be the same. So if your mind is like nothing's changed, it's the same, that's impossible, because nothing can be exactly the same in every moment. So look for even a subtle change. Because if there's anything around, it's the same, nothing's changed, then there's a disappointment behind that. Right? And then there's a story of disappointment, and then that also is a pattern from the past as well. So I feel like that might be coming up for somebody here. Okay, Ginger. So I hear what you're saying, Ginger, and also we want to come out of any perceptions and stories and come directly into a felt experience in this moment, feeling into the sensations in that area, just noticing, is it bigger, smaller, or different? So we want to do our best. And it's normal, natural. That's why I'm giving so much guidance around getting into the space, because we just do that. We have all these layers, and we want to do our best to just come into the experience in this moment, because and the sensations that are there. So there feels like the sensations change to become a whole instead of a void. So they're different. That's what I'm hearing. Yes, lavender. So yes, bigger, smaller, different means it can shift to a different part of the body completely. So if you care to share your physical experience, like some people are, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to say anything, you will still receive the benefits if you're just doing this silently with, my guidance and not participating. That's totally fine, you'll still receive, so don't worry about that. So if you do share the part of the body that you're feeling sensations, then I bring that into the clearing specifically. So that's the benefit of doing that, because everything's symbolic in this ancestral clearing that I do. Every part of the body has symbolism as to what's happening. Okay, I don't know. Everything seems fine. Am I back? Okay, thanks, Lavender. Internet is a thing here, as you likely all know. Wonderful, Melanie, wonderful. So I want to do a couple more rounds of this, so we're going to jump in. And I've gotten some specifics to work on from those who have shared in the comments. Again, don't feel obligated, and just trust the process. And I'll just take a pause here. If you're joining and you're new and you haven't, please give me a follow. I would appreciate that as I grow my channel here. And if you care to donate, if you appreciate this space, you can do so. So, I will do a round of throat clearing this time, because I was having this anyway but I also may be picking up on others' throat chakra energies. But I will bring in all the things that I saw in the comments into the next round of clearing. Hi, Sar. So I love that you said anxious feeling, heart racing. So we want to focus on the heart racing part, because that's just a neutral event. That's just a sensation. Anxious has a lot of energy and concepts and attachments and stories and past with it. A sensation in the heart is a sensation in the heart. So this is even like somatic work, if you want to look at it in that way. We're coming into the actual sensations that are here now. Okay. So dropping in to now noticing, again, I'll just bring in the question, are the sensations in the body bigger, smaller, or different? Whatever they are, if it's helpful to give a number rating to those sensations. And then just breathing into those sensations, imagining the breath going there, releasing stories, releasing concepts, releasing thoughts, being with the direct physical sensations to the best of your ability. As I do another round of clearing. And if you want to cough, if you have emotions, let this out. Cough into a Kleenex, spit. I know Kim said the mouth, some, things in the mouth, metallic taste. If you feel you don't want to swallow or push that back down, get it out. Okay. Focusing back on the sensations in the body. Just using your mindfulness skills, noticing the sensations without judgment. Are they bigger, smaller, or different? Giving a rating 0 to 10. If you care to share in the comments of what shifted, where, the number. In the next round of clearing, I can bring that in. Generally, so part of my gifts are that I can see where this stuff comes from. And in the one-on-one sessions I do with this, if somebody wants to know, and if I discern that it's helpful or it's not detrimental for them to know, I will share what I picked up on, and I will share generally. There's a lot of medieval things coming in. I picked up, there was, and again, this could be you, an incarnation of you, somewhere in the lineage, which could be thousands of people, okay? But the thing with this clearing is that whatever's coming up is a thing that's ready to be cleared right now. Sure, there's an infinite number of experiences, right? And issues and things. So, and also, so it's like, okay, well, the thing that's coming up to be cleared, and that's why the body is a blueprint. It's showing what's ready now. So this image I got was, there was somebody that had written a book or some material, because they were speaking out truth, like political or religious truth, and they were then imprisoned. See, look, this. They were imprisoned, and I mean, my sense is they died there. Like, they were there for the rest of their lives for speaking their truth. So, and then there's so many layers, around communication, around speaking up and being punished, or being afraid to speak up, not speaking up, and then wishing you would have, or the person would have, because they out of fear, they didn't speak up, and then something happened that they felt like was on their conscience. I also did clearing around like deaths, torture. Again, this is all like medieval era, and not even medieval. I think like for a lot of humanity, there was a lot of barbaric stuff. So yeah, and then there's things around being in the womb. So for some of you, there was you picked up on energies and things that were happening in the mother that affected you negatively when you were in the womb. Another was a mother dying in childbirth. So these are just some of the things that came through that I did clearing on. So I'm going to look back and see here the shifts that you all have said. Leia, back of the thighs, vibration there, sensation, lesser sensations in the back. Melanie, third eye feels open. The body feels full of sludge. So yeah, so as the things are shifting and clearing, there might be, like I said, bigger, smaller, different, the sensations. Hi, Jane. So just trust the process. I mean, this is a multi-dimensional life is a multi-dimensional experience, and this practice is also multi-dimensional, this healing. Wonderful, Ginger. So there was nausea. I didn't know there was nausea. Melanie, yeah, from what you brought in before, I feel like some of the things that I saw could have been related to your experience. So our images of the present relate to today's present. You mean the things that I'm sharing that from the past? Yes. That's why they're coming up. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you think of the ancestral lineage that we have, I mean, ultimately we're all one and all connected. And also, if we just look back at like family timelines, I think it's 9 generations is 5,000 people, right? And how many, I don't even know how many years ago, like the 9th generation was. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's so many experiences. So whatever's coming in is ready to be healed, as I said. And it's so, I'm picking up on these images and dynamics because it's ready to be healed and it's healing and clearing. Yeah, so I did pick up on that, and so, I mean, I can't know. We have many people in this group. If I'm doing one-on-one, of course, we'll know who it's coming from. But, I mean, yeah, from what I picked up on, I don't have, a total clear sense, oh, it's this person or that person. So you can trust and intuit that for yourself. And, it's just good to have like an understanding of, oh, wow, this makes sense, why this pattern's here, or why there's so much grief around it, or why I've had throat problems my whole life, or whatever, right? It can just help. Yeah, Melanie, I get that for you. So yeah, that's what so the good news is I've cleared for that. Because our soul exists outside of time. Our body is inside of our soul. I mean, and it's multidimensional, of course. The soul exists outside of time. So all of our lives, past, present, and future, don't forget future. The soul, it's all happening at once. Because time is an illusion. Time is vertical. It's not linear, horizontal. So all of the experiences of the soul are all happening now. So that's why we use this body, because it's the anchor, connecting in our awareness is the anchor that connects all of this. So that's why I'm so like clear on, let's get into the sensations in here, because this is giving us the information of what's ready to be healed. And when it heals, or when the things shift in your sensations here, when it lessens, when it clears, it's creating healing and clearing, I mean, on a multi-dimensional level that we can't understand. So it's healing those things in whatever lives that is. And I mean, you could even say it's like altering timelines. And I mean, so cosmic. It's a cosmic mystery. So let's go in for another round. And as I said, the Reiki is also being channeled, and also Solvana energy is another powerful energy I'm attuned to that's about transformations, new beginnings. And it also is like third eye, intuition energies. Okay. So a shifting of sensations in the head from the forehead to the back. Yeah, sounds like there's a lot from the past that you're healing and working on, Melanie. So that's awesome. And I did do clearing on death by decapitation, guillotines, all of that's what I'm saying, like all this medieval sort of energy. And also for those of you that have, and SAR, I was thinking of you, so glad you just commented and glad you're surprised by this experience. The anxiety or the heart racing in the heart, and this is, with the ancestral clearing that I do, what it can symbolize. I mean, it can symbolize so many things, but what I picked up on is the dynamics between parents and children, when parents will not or are unable to deal with themselves, like the children then become the receptacle of all the like unprocessed subconscious energy in the parents. The child can take on whatever is not communicated or expressed, and that can show up in the heart. So I cleared on those dynamics. Excuse me. There's still more. So we will go into a final round of clearing now. I will bring in whatever remaining like specific dynamics that are from, the comments here and just what I pick up on intuitively. And I will close with the master prayer, which again, that prayer is in my profile here on Insight Timer. So again, if you haven't given me a follow yet, please do so here. Also follow me everywhere. I'm on all platforms. I would appreciate that. And give a donation if this has been helpful. So the master prayer you can listen to as a support for this session, and just anytime you can listen to it over and over, you will have continued benefits as well. So we'll go into this final round. 88 meditators here. Woo! Thank you, Melanie, for the donation. Okay, closing the eyes. Just taking a breath in and kind of coming out of the mind, out of stories, just back into the body, into directly felt sensations, just being curious, noticing, are the sensations bigger? Are they smaller? Are they different? Have they moved? And just being the observer of where they are now, without judgment. Just a curiosity and noticing. And imagine your breath is going directly into those sensations. I will do a round of silent clearing, and then I'll speak the master prayer. I'll continue it from where I started it before. For everyone in this group, all of their family members, all of their relationships, all of their ancestors, and all of their relationships, through all relevant time, space, and dimension. For all hurts, wrongs, judgments, and burdens, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, sexual, and financial, through thought, word, or deed. Please help them all forgive their parents, grandparents, siblings, children, and grandchildren. Help them all forgive each other. Help them all forgive themselves, please, and thank you. Help them all forgive their lovers, 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 spouses, spouses, lovers, and parents, lovers. Help them all forgive each other. Help them all forgive themselves, please, and thank you. Help them all forgive their cousins, aunts, uncles, step, in-laws, hidden, secret, adopted, and all other significant people, beings, family members, role models, authority figures, and relationships. Help them all forgive each other. Help them all forgive themselves, please, and thank you. For all suicide, incest, murder, rape, abortion, infidelity, and miscarriage through thought, word, or deed, please help them all forgive their parents, grandparents, siblings, children, and grandchildren. Help them all forgive each other. Help them all forgive themselves, please, and thank you. Help them all forgive their lovers, 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 spouses, spouses, lovers, and parents, lovers. Help them all forgive each other. Help them all forgive themselves, please, and thank you. Help them all forgive their cousins, aunts, uncles, step, in-laws, hidden, secret, adopted, and all other significant people, beings, and family members. Help them all forgive each other. Help them all forgive themselves, please, and thank you. For all times they abandoned or were abandoned, emotionally, physically, or financially. For all times they weren't nurtured, loved, supported, and cherished in all the ways that they needed. And times they didn't nurture, love, support, or cherish others. For all times anyone was inappropriate with them or they were inappropriate with others. For all sexual experiences they couldn't handle. For all times they didn't feel safe. Help them forgive all people forgive them. Help them all forgive themselves, please, and thank you. For all times their boundaries weren't honored or times they didn't honor others' boundaries. For all alcohol and drug abuse, mental illness, and the effects it had on them, especially children and spouses. For all times they felt they weren't enough, tried to earn or learn their value in family relationships and life. For all empathetic hurts and wrongs and all that they made it mean about themselves, life, love, and family. For all letdown in their lives and lineages, for the times they turned their back on the Creator God in all name and form. Help them forgive all people forgive them. Help them all forgive themselves, please, and thank you. Infinite Creator, for the highest good, please lift out all weight, pain, burden, sin, death, debt, negativity, spells, hexes, curses, black magic, white magic, guilt, fear, shame, unworthiness, and limitation of all kind. Transform it into your love and let your love flow back in and through them, filling and giving them all complete peace now and forever. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. Please help them love and bless each other, love and bless themselves, be at peace with each other and at peace with themselves. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. So feeling back into the sensations in the body, taking a final note, are they bigger, smaller, or different? Giving a number rating on a scale of 0 to 10. And then just noticing from the beginning of the session or from whenever you joined how things have shifted. And then how do you feel about that original issue that you brought in to focus on in the clearing? How does it feel now when you consider that? And if anyone cares to share or have questions, comments. If you do care to see this again as a recording, you can find where you can do that. Again, go to my teacher profile. There's a link. Or you can reach out, send me a private message if you feel called to have a session. I offer the Reiki and Ancestral Clearing. Thank you, Kim. Not donation. Samantha. I was reading the word donate. Yvonne. Melanie. Yeah, it's a powerful prayer with a lot there, so you can listen. Hi, Martina. Hi, Britt. Nice to see you both. Dawn. Had some people joining in. So SAR, so still feeling anxious, but less. So I'd like to kind of pull that apart a bit and invite you to focus on it's less anxious, right? Because the part of the mind that's conditioned to like be disappointed or feel like things don't happen for me, or the kind of like the limiting beliefs around that even comes out right there. Still feeling anxious, right? So it's not a judgment, it's just a noticing so that you can be aware of that. And then you can just say, it's light, it's less, it's lighter. Claim that. That's the truth, right? So thank you, Jane. Thank you. Ginger. Interesting. And I know, so for Kim, the prayer was the first time. Yes, please. Thank you, Kim, for saying you're thirsty. Drink a lot of water to help these energies clear out. Hi, Britt. So good news. You can catch the replay now elsewhere, other places on the internet. If you want me to send the info, send me a message. So yes, trusting in divine timing of when you see this, if it's been your first time or been many times but missed it. So lavender, so less pressure in the head that shifted to dizziness. And so lavender, you say, but the numbers are decreasing, and the numbers are decreasing to a 4. Even that tiny shift. So my work as a coach, like, there's so many clues in our language and the words that we use, right, that are like from the subconscious. So I point that out because a lot of times people don't even know. So then you can start noticing. When, I've changed my language around many things, and like one of the big ones was stopping saying but and changing it to and. It's a simple tweak, but it's got such a different, powerful energy. Wonderful, Melanie. So you were a 10, so you had a 50% decrease in the sensations in the body. That's amazing. I mean, my teacher's been doing this 30 years. There's been just miracles from this work. So, yes. It's a bit of coaching, a bit of guidance as well in the language. So please join me here soon. I've rescheduled a couple lives due to my scheduling. So if you saw that I canceled some, they're just moved a couple hours. So if please follow me, you'll then get notifications. Thank you, Sar, for the donation. You're welcome, Ginger. And I will see you all very soon. Have a wonderful... Okay, Melanie, I love that you brought that in. I'm going to offer you some coaching on that last statement, so take it or leave it. Focusing on my sludgy lymphatic system. What an affirmation that is. That's not too great, right? First, take away, like, so what do you want it to be? my clear, my healthy lymphatic system. I would throw out the word sludgy. Up until now, it might have felt that way. And even taking off the word my. So yeah, there's a lot of past. If you've had that since you were 16, I imagine you're older than that. So how many years has there been sensations, happenings in the leg that then all the decades of stories and history that's likely not positive if it's been a condition like that for that long. So yeah, it makes sense. And also, I mean, we're here to heal and clear and shift this, and we can start with our thinking and our perception of it. How is this here to help you? Would be a question. What are the gifts in that condition? Maureen, I know that you've mentioned the digestive stuff, even I think the last live. It went down to a 5.5 from a 9. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, I'm going to go. Love and blessings. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.